Hello and welcome to GHTV. Here's a look at some of the top headlines of this week. I'm John Pattee.
And I'm Nathan Shubert. Seasonal professors at the University of Guelph have reached a deal and won't be going on strike. In December, members of CUHU 3913 union voted to strike if they cannot reach an agreement. Negotiations came down to a deadline, but by Saturday, they have formed a tentative agreement. If a strike had happened, all professors here at guelph-humber that worked under the Guelph Union would have been affected. The new contract will be in effect until August 2019.
Scientists have discovered 7 Earth-like planets orbiting a star 39 light-years away. The solar system is said to have planets containing water, and it is the closest society has gotten to finding life outside of Earth. NASA scientists say this is the first discovery of its kind. The system was originally found last year with only 3 planets, but 4 additional ones have been spotted since then. Researchers will soon use the Hubble telescope and other technology to find out if these can support human life.
The wet and foggy weather over the past week has affected air travel as well. A plane flying from Halifax to Toronto landed at Pearson Airport and slid off the runway. The Air Canada flight arrived during heavy rain and turbulent weather a little after midnight on Saturday. A Transportation Safety Board spokesperson said that the flight had 123 people on board, but nobody was injured. Investigations are ongoing, and the agency said it's too early to speculate about what caused the accident.
The mumps is making an unwanted comeback, especially in West Toronto bars. Toronto health officials say there are 17 confirmed cases so far. The mumps is a viral infection that is spread by coming into contact with infected saliva. Symptoms include swollen and painful cheeks, fever, and loss of appetite. People born before 1996 are more at risk because they have a higher chance of only being vaccinated once. Toronto Public Health encourages everyone to make sure they have both doses of the vaccine.
Sunrise Records is moving into 70 old HMV locations. HMV Canada recently closed up shop after losing more than $100,000 a day near the end of its business. Sunrise Records President Doug Puntman says it's a great opportunity for his company to expand across the country. The expansion includes new stores in the GTA and even a location at the famous West Edmonton Mall in Alberta. Sunrise Records will start taking over the locations this spring, after HMV sells their final clearance and moves their signs.
Protesters at the Standing Rock Sioux tribe have been removed from their camps by U.S. government officials. The protesters have been fighting the Dakota Access Pipeline. They say that building this oil pipeline will harm their environment. The camps were destroyed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Spring flooding is on the way, and that's why the protesters were forced out of the area. Around 50 people were arrested for not obeying the order to leave.
A man has been charged with injuring 28 people in New Orleans after plowing a pickup truck into a Mardi Gras parade. The driver had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times the legal limit when he was arrested. Police have charged Nelson Rizzuto with a hit and run and reckless operation of a motor vehicle. And 21 of the 28 victims have been hospitalized with serious injuries.
The break of spring-like weather is coming to an end. Today's forecasted high of 14 degrees will be dropping to a low of -8 by tomorrow. During this extreme shift in temperature, doctors recommend you keep your face warm with a scarf. Several studies have shown that the large temperature change can actually weaken your immune system. The rhinovirus, also known as the common cold, can be fought more easily if your body is kept warm. When the temperature drops below -5 degrees, the nose can become vulnerable to the rhinovirus, which is carried by 1 in 5 people. Now here's Brandon Vieira with your entertainment update.
Hey John, the biggest night in Hollywood happened on Sunday, and boy oh boy did it deliver. From the Jimmy Kimmel and Matt Damon feud to the Donald Trump jokes to Halle Berry's hair, there were so many amazing Oscar moments to talk about. However, it wasn't until the last 10 minutes of the nearly 4-hour broadcast that saw the most shocking moment in Oscar history. The award for Best Picture went to La La Land, and then 5 minutes later we found out it was actually supposed to go to Moonlight. And one of the most awkward moments in television. Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway received the wrong card. Beatty looked a little confused when reading the card before Dunaway took it from him and said the winner was La La Land. The cast and crew began to give acceptance speeches as a little man was seen running across the stage with an envelope in his hand. It was at that moment that everyone saw Emma Stone utter the words, "Oh my God." La La Land producer Jordan Horowitz then said, "No, there's been a mistake. Moonlight, you guys won Best Picture. This is not a joke." As confusion erupted within the crowd, Horowitz showed the crowd the correct card that stated the real winner of the Best Picture award. The Moonlight crew made their way to the stage as the La La Land crew left. After the Moonlight producers gave their speech, Oscar host Jimmy Kimmel joked, "I knew I would screw this show up," before closing the show. A day later, PricewaterhouseCoopers took full responsibility for the mistake and thanked the nominees and Kimmel for handling the situation with grace. It may have been an embarrassing moment for the Academy, but it will definitely go down as one of the most controversial Oscar moments of all time. Sadly, award season may have come to a close, but celebrity gossip never takes a break. I'll be back next week recapping the hottest stories Hollywood has to offer. This has been your entertainment update. Now here's Anna Akoto with a look at sports.
Thanks, Brandon. It's every hockey fan's favorite time of the year, NHL trade deadline. The Toronto Maple Leafs have made a deal with the Tampa Bay Lightning involving veteran Brian Boyle in exchange for Byron Frost and a 2017 second-round pick. Boyle will add some much-needed depth at center and will also provide veteran presence in the young Leafs locker room. Kyle Lowry of the Toronto Raptors has had a successful surgery. It was announced on Monday that Lowry would have surgery to remove loose bodies in his right wrist. The Raptors are saying that it went well and there were no complications. The Raptors also say Lowry should begin range of motion within a few days. Lowry has missed 2 games and is expected to be out for the next 4 to 5 weeks. The Toronto Blue Jays have had their first spring training win. The Jays faced the Pittsburgh Pirates on Tuesday and won 12-0. This makes the Jays 1-5. Their next game is on Thursday against the Detroit Tigers. First pitch is at 1:07 p.m. I'm Anna Akoto, and this has been your sports update. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Anna. Alex Hadziuk was sadly not able to come in tonight because he's currently waiting in line to pick up his Nintendo Switch. You can expect a full report from him soon.
A 15-month-old polar bear cub named Juno is leaving the Toronto Zoo. She's moving to Assiniboine Park Zoo in Winnipeg on March 1st. Juno is the only surviving cub of the litter of 2. She was hand-raised because her mother couldn't produce milk. The move to Winnipeg will give her a chance to interact with other cubs closer to her age and size. Juno won't be in Winnipeg forever. But for now, there are no other plans to move her out.
That's it for GHTV this week. I'm John Pattee.
And I'm Nathan Shubert. Thanks for watching.